Welcome to step one, where we're going to hone in on the best kinds of products to promote to your audience. We're going to talk about how to find them, how to narrow them down so you can pick the right one, and by the end of this, you're going to have that one product that you're going to focus on that you're going to use throughout the rest of this course. In addition to that, you're also going to have a huge list of products that you can use as you begin to add more products into your resources. Now at this point, maybe you already have some idea of the kinds of products that you can promote to your audience. Maybe some of you are already promoting those products to your audience, which is great too. You'll have a kind of a baseline to work from. But whether you've promoted products already or not, I want to take a few moments here to clearly define, well, what actually makes a great product to promote to your audience. What this is going to do, it's going to help us filter down all the products that we find for the market that we're serving and be able to pick the one that we can start with and the ones that make sense for you and the audience that you're building. To start, let's not even consider what products already exists in the market. Like, we're going to focus on that later, but for right now, we need to pull back a little bit. Now, of course, there's some industries where it would be very obvious what to promote, right? For example, if you're building websites for people, if that's your niche, you're helping people build websites, well then of course, recommending a hosting company and picking a person's domain, well, that's going to be very easy to understand that that's a product that a person wants, right? Well, duh. But even more important than the product itself that you'll be promoting, we really need to pull back and understand, well, what is our audience actually trying to achieve? What is the why behind all this? Now, I want you to listen closely to these two scenarios and see if you can spot the difference. Number one, so hey sir, you're looking to build a website, that's great. I know building websites and I can recommend this hosting company A or B or whatever the letter is. And then there's this. Hello sir, so you're looking to build a business so you can grow an audience and take control of your finances and build something of your own. Well, that's fantastic. Well, you're gonna need a website to help support that. And the hosting company I would recommend to help you get started with that is hosting company A or B or C. Did you hear the difference in those two scenarios? In the first one, it was about building a website. Now, people may need a website and they might know that they have to go and build one, but who actually wants to go and build a website, right? This is thinking about the what first, which is a mistake. The what should be influenced by the why, because when you can understand the purpose behind why a person is doing something and what products align with that, your recommendation for those products come from a place of, well, helping them reach their true goals. Not just the thing that they're doing, but why they're doing it. It makes it more likely for you to actually tap into their emotions and the real root reason why a person might want that recommended product. In the second scenario, it was a little bit more obvious, right? Not just a website, but a website so that they can build a business and grow an audience. But not just so they can build an audience and build a business, but also so they can take control of their finances and have the freedom. So what makes a great product? Well, a great product to promote is one that supports a person's why. When you find products to promote, if they come from a place of helping people achieve those goals and helping them with their why, it's gonna be so much easier for you to promote and so much easier for people to understand how that fits into the situation for them. Second, and this is really good for any product that you're promoting of others, a product of your own, a big product, a small product, doesn't matter. This is a great rule to follow. A great product to promote is one that has a clear transformation. It paints the perfect picture of where they are now or before, and then after they get involved with that product. This is selling 101. It's why when you watch infomercials, you see the before and after picture when people use the Thigh Master or that cleaner or that new kitchen appliance. It's always based on where people are now and where they can be. And that product becomes the way that they can get there. Now here's the thing, if you're struggling to determine what that transformation is with that product that you find, well, then likely your audience is also gonna struggle with determining what that transformation actually is too. The first product I ever promoted as an affiliate was on my initial architecture-related website called greenexamacademy.com, where I sold practice exams and study guides. Now, the study guides were my own product. The practice exams, I was an affiliate for a company that had these practice exams, and the clear picture of what was there before and after made it very, very easy for me to sell. The picture beforehand is you're gonna go into this exam not really understanding what it's gonna be like, what the format is like, what the structure of these questions are like, and you're gonna go into it with the possibility of losing out on that $250 that you're gonna use to actually take that exam, which you lose even if you fail the test. Versus the after picture, which is, hey, I have a clear understanding of what exam day is gonna be like, what the questions are like on this computer and how they're structured and what the content is like, you're gonna be way more likely to pass the exam once you take these practice questions. So the before, after, again, I was the connector. It made it very, very easy for me to sell. I hardly had to be very aggressive because it just became an obvious thing that people wanted. They wanted to be transformed to get to the point where they could be confident in the test that they were about to take. Now, the same practice exam product had another thing that was working in its favor that you should look for too when finding products to promote to your audience, and that is the following. A great product to promote is one that can also be clearly demonstrated. People prefer to see and experience what they're gonna get before they get it. And this is why whenever I run affiliate campaigns, you'll see me actually create videos or blog posts with detailed images of what things look like when they're gonna get access to this thing. If it's a microphone, for example, I might actually record certain sounds so people can hear the difference between this microphone that I'm promoting versus other ones. If it's a piece of software, I might do a screen recording to show people exactly what it's like to use that thing, again, before they make that buying decision. It actually helps them to make that buying decision. The more easily a product can be demoed, the more likely it is that you're actually gonna convert somebody to actually purchase that thing. Now, if it's a little bit difficult to demo, not all products lend itself to great demonstrations. If it's difficult to demo, then imagine what it might be like when you're getting pitched for that product to actually kind of consider what it might be like to experience that product. It's a little bit more difficult, right? And this is why things like online courses are very difficult to sell sometimes, because it's not about the demonstration. It's about, okay, well, what information am I learning and what can this actually help me do? It's more related to the transformation and also more related to the proof that that thing actually works versus like actually going through there and seeing it actually being used. Now, that's not to say you cannot promote an online course. I've promoted many and many very successfully, but it doesn't rely on the demo. It relies on, like I said, the transformation that you were promising through this, but more than that also, the fourth factor here in a successful product that you could promote to your audience, which is a great product to promote is one that you have proof for that it's helped you. This is why it's so much easier to promote things that you've already used before, because you have these personal stories and experiences that you could share which resonate more with your audience. People want to know that what they're actually getting involved with is actually going to help them. And when you can share from your own personal experience the success you've had as a result of using this thing, well, it's gonna weigh much more than any sort of testimonial on that sales page or any sort of random video from that company. If it comes from you, it's gonna be much, much more powerful. This is different than the demo. This is what it can actually do for the person you're recommending it to. Now, you can also kind of do a demo to show how this thing actually can work too, and the proof that it actually can give you results. And I actually did this once with a keyword research tool that I no longer promote, and you will likely change your promotions over time because sometimes these companies change and better versions of things come out too, so it's always gonna organically change, but I don't recommend this anymore. But when I did recommend this product, it was called Market Samurai. It was a product that helped me understand what keywords were being searched for very highly in Google, but also beyond that, which keywords had very, very low competition. So I did a webinar once to show how I did keyword research. I showed a lot of the free ways to do it, and then I showed this tool. And I showed how I used it to actually find keywords that were very, very highly searched for and had very low competition. And when people could see the proof by going into Google and finding the same results on their own, this thing helped me save a lot of time with, they saw it work, and it worked as an affiliate promotion because they not just saw what it was like to use it, they saw the results that it could give them. And finally, in terms of what makes a great product to promote, and this is especially great if you can find and land on a product to promote that offers a recurring payment as long as people stay a customer month over month, which some industries have, some industries don't. Some products have this, some products do not, but if you can find it, it's great. A great product to promote is one that becomes indispensable. In other words, it just becomes a product that becomes necessary in this person's life. It becomes a habit to use this thing over and over and over again. It becomes indispensable or necessary in the business that they're running or the life that they have. Any kind of product can become indispensable. The idea here, and I want you to think about this, the idea here is for you to promote this product and the person to come back to you who you promoted it to say, thank you so much for letting me know about this because I can't imagine life without it anymore. Think about tools like Dropbox or productivity tools like Evernote. They become habitual for people to use them, and people can't imagine their life without them anymore, those who have started to use them and use them quite regularly. Online courses can be made indispensable as well, especially if they have a community element in there where people go and they make friends and they want to continue to talk to them, or it's continually updated to have the latest information too. Physical products can be made indispensable. Think of all those journals that people use daily and nightly to help them keep track of their progress through certain goals. Those become things that people need, and their lives would change without them. Coaching can even become dispensable. You or a person that you recommend people to can become indispensable to your audience because people may rely on that person to help them keep moving forward with whatever goals they may have. It's not always possible, like I said, but if you can recommend products that could potentially become indispensable, it's more likely that a person will understand how useful this item is even before they make that purchase, and likely and hopefully they'll go through your link to do it. Before we move on to the next lesson, if you happen to find a product that has all 5 of these different things, number 1, it supports a person's why. Number 2, it provides a very clear transformation. Number 3, it can be clearly demonstrated. Number 4, and you can provide proof for it. Number 5, they can become indispensable. Well, then you've hit a home run. And home run products like that exist out there in many markets. But if you can't find them, or if you don't find them right away, that's okay. You can still perform very, very, very well. And even if you have 4 out of 5 or even 3 out of 5 of these things, the other ones can make up for the difference. Okay, so we've come to the end of this lesson. Great job, a lot of great information here. And hopefully this is sinking in because it's gonna help separate you from a lot of the other people out there who aren't gonna be doing affiliate marketing the right way. You are learning what you need to do it the right way. And in the next lesson, we're actually gonna start to do some work and brainstorming to discover, well, what products actually do exist out there and potentially which ones should we recommend first. So if you are ready, I am, click on that continue button and I'll see you there.